Welcome back to the Vodafone Rally de Portugal, where Sebastian Loeb leads by a margin of 28.3 seconds. Time is running out for Mikko Hirvonen to respond. On to stage 15 then, slightly shorter than the previous one, but with the same flowing, undulating roads we've become used to this weekend. Hirvonen may already be shocked into submission after being beaten on the day's opening test, despite running behind the leader on the road. No matter what the Finnish star comes up with, Loeb seems to have an answer to everything. And the championship leader tightens his grip on his 51st career victory with yet another fastest time on stage 15. Quicker on this occasion by almost 3 seconds. So much for road sweeping today. Petter Solberg has put in a string of fine performances since he rejoined the championship at his home event back in Norway. A second pin has broken though at the front of the car, and the loose bonnet proves a big distraction again. The stage is cleared though, with a 5th fastest time.
The bonnet after the first stage, you know, it's the bolt on the right side was went out, and now the bonnet on the left side went open. So the bonnet was over high up, you know, so I couldn't see a damn. Very careful because I was afraid that the bonnet should come up and lose a lot, but it's okay. Just trying to keep it steady anyway, no risk.
Evgeny Novikov's fight with Mads Osberg has continued. The Russian slipped behind Mads to 8th on stage 14, so he's attacking hard to regain the position on this test.
Right, 0, attention, crest immediate, left 0, very short rush.
Oh!
Something with the wheel. Something broke?
Yeah, wheel broke.
See if you can drive.
No, the wheel is...
All right.
Novikov convinced it was a broken wheel then, which would explain his inability to turn at this left-hander looking back at the replay. But whatever the reason, that's the end of his rally now. The car flew well off the road, and this is certainly proving one of the most brutal events we've seen in recent times. Osberg will be relieved to hear that Novikov is out of action, and with 7th position now looking safe, the young Norwegian could now secure his first points finish of the season. And Conrad Rautenbach could make it a 2nd top 8 finish in a row. The Zimbabwean has replaced his teammate Novikov in the final point scoring place. Plenty going on further back then, but there is little change at the head of the field. Loeb's lead now up to 31.1 seconds, with Hirvonen 2nd, followed by Sordo and Petter Solberg. Sebastian Loeb arrives back at service, and he knows the job is almost done. He's even found time to catch up on some F1 action from Malaysia. The Frenchman clearly as relaxed as ever, with just 3 stages remaining, and enjoying the reception from the Portuguese fans.
It's a great atmosphere, not only here, everywhere in the stages, in the service park. It's a lot of rally fun, and it's a nice place to come.
Loeb is currently setting the standard in the WRC, but some of the championship's younger talent have been making their mark in the top 8 this weekend.
Matthew, it's a great start to the season and looking good for 4-point scoring finishes out of 4.
Yeah, it's looking good. We had a bit of a fight on our hands this morning against Henning, but we managed to take quite a big chunk out of him this morning. I think he had a couple of problems with visibility, but apart from that, it's been a really good rally for us, and like sort of quick out of the blocks as well on Friday, which is what we wanted to do. So, no, really good, really good.
Matt, how's Rally Portugal been for you?
Well, it's been a good rally actually. We had the problems the first day with the brakes on the car, and we had to do the first half of first day with no rear brakes. But after that, the cars worked fine, and we just worked inside the car to go quicker. And now we are getting there. So I'm quite happy.
Last year was about gaining experience in that, and this year we want to try and improve the pace and be more consistent in that, and it's starting to come right. We changed a few things with the notes and the co-driver, and I know I've got more experience now. I know what to expect from the car and from the rally, and it's getting there slowly. I think I always want to go quicker and faster and improve quicker, but it's sometimes if you try and improve too quickly, you go backwards.
And Rally Portugal is also the first event for the Pirelli Star Driver Programme, a new initiative to unearth the next generation of WRC talent. The programme is backed by the FIA, and after a rigorous selection process, the 5 most promising drivers will compete in 6 rounds of the championship. All 5 will drive identical Mitsubishi Evo 10s. It was Finnish driver Jarkko Nakara who took the early advantage before breaking his suspension and handing the role of leading Pirelli star driver to 28-year-old Mark Tapper. The New Zealander was the fastest on Saturday, but broken power steering on stage 9 would end his good run. With the other Mitsubishis of Martin Semmerad and Nikos Thomas failing to finish at the end of day 2, only South African John Williams remained unscathed. All but Thomas restarted today under the Super Rally rules, and all made it to the finish line, with Williams remaining as the front runner, coming home in 22nd position overall in the rally, a dream start for the 26-year-old. So here we go then, the final 2 proper stages of the rally, and the last chance for Mikko to make a late charge for his first win of the season. Unfortunately for Hirvonen, it will take a serious lapse of concentration for Loeb to relinquish his half-a-minute advantage, not something the Frenchman does on a regular basis. And he looks completely in control through this section. Some tremendous views from our eye in the sky again here. You get a real sense how fast and flowing these stages are. Mikko starts well on the second run through Lule, with Loeb easing off a little. Hirvonen sets his first fastest time since Friday and makes up almost 5 seconds on the leader. We heard from Matt Wilson earlier, and his 5th place looks reasonably secure, with his teammate Henning Solberg losing time on the previous test.
Max right.
He comes into stage 16, almost 42 seconds ahead.
40, right 2 minus long.
Henning's frustrating windscreen demister problem has not been an issue on this second run through Lule, but he's been a bit ragged at times in here, and once again he's slower than Wilson. It looks like he may have to settle for 6th. Just under 50 seconds behind Henning is his young compatriot Mads Osberg. He now has just 1 long stage at a super special to survive to become the first Subaru driver to score points in 2009. After 16 of 18 stages then, Loeb's lead stands at 26.4 seconds. There's little change in the top 8, with Henning Solberg now more than 42 seconds behind Matt Wilson in 6th. So Loeb is just 2 stages away from continuing his winning run. We'll be back after this break.